Welcome to the Judgment Enforcement Show with Mr. Lane, the founder of Financial Judgment Recovery at fjrecovery.com. Today, I just wanted to share with you a quick little show on how to set up your judgment recovery business. So, I've been getting a lot of feedback lately, a lot of emails about how people would like to get started into the court judgment business. And I've been taking some of those questions and comments and putting them off to the side to basically create my show today, which intrigued me from their comments and responses of how to get into the business, to give you a little brief overview of some things about the judgment recovery business and some training that if it is something you're looking to get into, that you can kind of look into, hopefully furthering your education into the business. So, to begin, the majority of individuals think that the court judgment business is very simple. They don't see the complexity behind it, as well as the study that you have to do on each debtor to try to obtain if they have any type of assets to satisfy that judgment. In this business, you have to work hard. You have to study. You can definitely make an excellent living in the judgment recovery business, but just like any other sort of online business, success will depend mostly upon yourself. However, there are a couple components regarding the economic situation that we're in. When you are trying to collect judgments, that could alter the collection status, just based on their area and regulations, also different states and different counties. So there are two main methods that you can generate income through the court judgment business. The first way is to find court judgments and be able to screen them and then be able to locate and also obtain the results that you're looking for regarding the assets that they may have. One more method is to follow the action, which once you discover the assets, how to proceed forward with recovering them. So you can do this business and you can actually remain in this business, but you definitely have to keep your training, your education up to par. Now you can check online to locate and discover any additional training. We also do have a link at fjrecovery.com under our resource tab that might be able to help you out and assist you with some people that we have found to be great mentors, necessarily speaking, in the judgment recovery industry. Now, in the second portion or the second part, it only makes sense to look for judgments that are going to be able to generate you cash and have assets already. So the plan, if you are looking to get into this business, you really want to plan out your financial savings prior. Just like any other business, you want to make sure you have some savings. Don't quit your day job, until you have got this a steady stream. This business will take you a minimum of probably 4 months. And that's being very nice saying 4 months. Generally, like I said before, people don't even last past the 6-month mark. You definitely have to have a plan in place and have a great mentor and some great training to really thrive in the business. If you want to make it a part-time side business, you definitely can, but you're still going to need training and you're still going to have to devote time to it. There's so many details and methods for applying judgments, and they depend on the state, they depend on the counties that the debtors reside in, what possessions they have, but the basic approach will always remain the same, is that you take on the judgment from the original judgment creditor, you get it assigned over to you, or you purchase it outright, or you can do a future repayment. Most judgment recovery professionals that are in the industry typically go the 50% route, when they're starting out because they don't have a lot of cash up front to purchase the judgment outright, and also the risk is very high. So one of the things, though, once you do have the judgment assigned to you, is going after the debtor's possessions. You want to convince, interrupt, you want to shock anything that they may have to basically kind of shake them up a little bit. If they have a home, put a lien on their property. If they have a job, garnish their wages. If they have a bank, levy that account. If you don't know any of that information, contact a professional to help you or do your investigations. So, in the judgment recovery business, you are and will have to do all those necessary steps. You have to locate them, you have to seize them, you will have to recover. So there's a lot of work to be done. Is the reward beneficial? Absolutely. If you are not a legal representative or a collection agency, though, the only way that you can honestly recover any assets is if you have the judgment assigned over to you into your name and with a notarized signature. And it has to be filed with the court. And that will basically let the court know that now that is your judgment against Dan the deadbeat. There are possibilities that errors could be made. It happens. No one's perfect. If an error is made, usually the clerk or the court will send the paperwork back to you, informing you of what needs to happen. Your primary step, though, overall, is to find the debtor's possessions. Ensure that you can seize them. That way you can obtain the funds once they get seized, sold at auction, to satisfy the judgment. So it's basically like a cat and mouse game. You don't know that person, you learn the story real quick, and you got to go find them. And then you have to look and see what they own and how they operate. So some things that you can take a look at is the debtor's credit, do investigations, contact the court and look at their criminal record, see what kind of pattern they may have, see if they have other judgments out there. If you see a case where you have a debtor with a lot of judgments, that could be kind of scary. Sometimes you want to stay away from those due to the fact that they're obviously not paying their bills, and they could be very, quote-unquote, sharky. They'll just come out and eat you alive and have no recourse afterwards. The items that you need to get started in the business are very simple, though. This is one of the things that is attractive about the business, is that you don't necessarily have to put a lot of money up front. You can really start this business for under $1,000 easily. With the following, and most would already have these: a computer, then you would need to go obtain a website and email, a separate phone line from your home, and then a business address or a post office box, a filing cabinet that can be locked, and also a paper shredder. With today's technology, you don't really need a fax machine anymore because we can have all that delivered to our email. So starting the business and getting started is relatively somewhat simple. The complex part about the business is obtaining and finding the judgment creditors that would assign their judgment over to you for you to go satisfy. This was episode 2 on the Judgment Enforcement Show with Mr. Lane of Financial Judgment Recovery. Our website is fjrecovery.com. If you've enjoyed this show, or you think someone else that you know may be looking into getting into the business, please don't keep us a secret. Refer them over to us. Hope you have a good day. I want to say thank you until next time. I'm Mr. Lane. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll keep getting what you got. Once again, the show is by Financial Judgment Recovery. This is my opinion and not legal advice. I am a judgment recovery expert and not a lawyer. If you ever need any legal advice or strategies to use, please contact a lawyer. Until then, have a good day.